why are people so hesitant to start online business? But before that, let me share about how I started. Before I found this online business, I have tried many other so-called online businesses, and because of that experience, I could make out the difference whether this online business was scam or legitimate or any another opportunity which is going to take away your money and go away. So a lot of people are hesitant to start because they think that all the businesses are same, that will take away your money and they disappear. Or when we say it's an online business, sometimes people straight away generalize things into being scam or yeah, a lot of scams are there online. But because of that, people um, tend to not try at all. So because of that, if the hesitation is out of thinking that online businesses are scam or feeling the doubt, the best way to know is about actually by checking it out. So what with our business, good thing is we have 30-day money back guarantee. You can actually try it. It's like buying clothes from Kmart or Target or any other supermarket. Like you can check and see if it fits you or it's right fit for you. You can do it. If not, you can return it. Just like that, you can yeah, leave the business. But if it's right for you, then there's a checking window period of 30 days, which is there for that reason. And the second one is like my other friends said, it might be because of your limitation on self that I'm not good enough, I'm not good at making video, I'm not good at doing on social media, I have no budget to start. All those self-limiting beliefs are nothing if you have a strong desire for change. So, what do you have to have in your mind right now is check if you have this desire for change. Like, do you really have some reason for having, for wanting an online business? It's your, whether it's your 9 to 5 or whether it's your kids that you couldn't give time, or whether it's your parents, or whether it's your retirement plan, you need to have a strong desire. As long as you have strong desire, or which is also why, like Sinek said that you need to have a start everything with why. If as long as you have a strong desire or why, you will find how. So how doesn't matter. To get there, how doesn't matter. It will figure out. And good thing with our business is how we will teach you. There is a lot of training community, like all the people here. We are helping each other. We help each other to build business online. So how doesn't matter as long as you have why. So that's second thing. And third thing is like if you uh, worried that yeah, investment is again about how thing, but everything is so relative. If you have done businesses in the past which is physical, you have something to compare, so you can check the online business. And the investment in the online business may not be anything, but if you think that it is too much, it is all depending on everything's relative. So try to compare, check the business inside, and see if your hesitation to try this business can be not it can be nothing. It may not be anything, but the matter it's just matter of trying and checking. So if you want to try, it's the best way to go about is we have stages of information sharing with you. So we have webinar, we have coaching, we have all this before you even decide to invest. And that's why we have all that, because we want people to make clear decision so that people are not getting into the business half-heartedly. That's why we have people who join the business are happy, content, and ready to get going on their business and making the difference in their life that they came in with the zeal. I have been working in this business for like 6 years, and I still am very day one in my business. I still want to show up for this one every day. So that's everything for me. So don't stay hesitant there. Don't keep on doubting from the outside. Don't keep on watching us. Just check it out, and you will find out. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Mayong buntag, mayong udto, and mayong gabi kung saan ka man nanonood ngayon. I'm Maine from Mindanao, Philippines, a civil engineer by profession, and I've been doing this business for almost 2 years now. So, why do most people hesitate to start? You know, it's interesting because most people don't hesitate because they're lazy. They hesitate because they're thinking. And I was that kind of person too. So, when I first saw this business, I was genuinely interested, especially because of the flexibility it offers. And but at the same time, I had a lot of questions in my mind. So the first one was, what if this is a scam? What if the money I invest just goes to waste? Because let's be honest, we've all heard stories, we've all seen things online, and it naturally makes us doubt, even if the opportunity looks real. And honestly, it wasn't just me. At first, even my husband was skeptical, and I could also feel the doubt from some people around me, and not necessarily said out loud, but you can sense it in the way they respond or don't respond. And when you already doubting yourself, feeling that kind of uncertainty from others makes it even harder to take the first step, right? But at the same time, there was also part of me quietly asking, how will my situation change if I don't start? And that question stayed with me. And there also another layer for me. I keep seeing people in this business showing up consistently on social media, posting, they're sharing, they're speaking confidently. And I told myself, oh my God, that's not me. I'm naturally a shy person. I'm not someone who's used to being visible online. So I started questioning myself. Can I really do this? Can I become that kind of person? And I know some of you here right now might be feeling the same way. And that's where real hesitation comes from. Not just the opportunity, but the version of yourself you think you need to become. And here's what I realized over time: the people you see now are confident, uh, who are consistent, who are showing up. They didn't start that way. They started with the same fears, the same doubts, and the same questions. So instead of asking, am I ready? I started asking, am I willing to learn? Because readiness is not the requirement nowadays, it's the willingness. And I also realized that staying where I was, comfortable, unsure, but not moving, was actually more risky than trying something new. So I decided to take a step forward, even if it wasn't fully confident. And today I can say that the session changed a lot for me, not just in terms of income, but in terms of growth, mindset, and how I see opportunities. So if you're someone who's hesitating right now, you know that it's okay, that's part of the process, but don't let fear or even the opinion of others be the reason you stay stuck. You don't have everything figured out, you just have to willing to start. Thank you so much everyone and good day.
Thank you so much, Sis Maine. So sa samuyang mga viewers, marhay na aldaw sa Indogabos. My name is Jen, joining you from Bicol, Philippines. I'm a mom of two girls, a registered agriculturist, and I spent almost 20 years working as a sales professional in the service industry. And right now, I'm working from home while building this digital business part-time. Before I started this journey, I also had a lot of hesitations. And I believe that's a very normal feeling, especially when you're stepping into something completely new, particularly in the online space. Maybe some of you can relate to this. I remember asking myself, will this really work for me? I don't have any background in digital marketing. I'm not a tech savvy. This is not my area of expertise. And at that time, I had just stepped away from my full time corporate career to focus on my kids, on my family. So, aside from learning something new, I was managing our home, taking care of my kids, and adjusting a new work from home routine. That's why I kept thinking, how will I fit this into my schedule? What if I can't handle it? And this is something I want to highlight. Hesitation doesn't mean you're not capable. It simply means you're scared. stepping in something unfair. Because the truth is, we don't hold back because we don't want to grow. We hold back because we're unsure if we can. We fear making mistakes. We feel uncomfortable trying something new, and sometimes we question ourselves. But if deep inside, we had a strong something that could help support our family's future, help my aging parents while allowing me to
Okay.
stay not because I was fully ready, but because I was no longer willing to stay the same. Of course, I did my own due diligence. I made sure the business was legitimate and aligned with what I was looking for. And as I continued, my perspective started to shift. I didn't need to know everything before starting. I didn't need to be tech savvy from day one, and I didn't need a perfect schedule. What I needed was the willingness to learn. Because everything that once I felt overwhelming, the video-based trainings, the platforms, the tools, and the automation, they are not barriers. They are skills that can be learned. Step by step, one day at a time. And what I truly appreciate about this business is it is designed for people like us, busy moms, working individuals, people starting from zero in the digital space, and people who don't want to compromise their current family or work setup. There is a structured system, there is mentorship and guidance, there is community that supports you. You don't have to learn or figure everything out on your own. And slowly, the things that once made me hesitate became things I now know how to do. Not perfectly, but with progress, clarity, and growing confidence. And the impact, it gave me something I didn't expect to value this much, such as flexibility with my time, an additional income stream for our family's future, and most importantly, the ability to be present with my children while still building something meaningful. And this is something I can one day pass on to them. So if you're listening right now and thinking, I want to start but not ready yet, I want to tell you this from my heart. You don't need to be ready, you just need to be willing. Because the truth is, growth doesn't come from waiting, it comes from deciding. And just like me and many of us you see here today, everything can change the moment you choose to start. Thank you so much for listening, and please stay with us because this might be your sign to begin something new. Thank you so much.
Hello, Mbula, Noaya, and welcome here. I hope you are still here and listening to all the wonderful stories before me. Thank you, Jen. So my name is Maipa. I am originally from Fiji. I'm a registered nurse, still working full-time, based here in Fairbanks, Alaska. And I've been in healthcare for many years, you know, serving in NICU, OBGYN, and now in cardiology, caring for families during, you know, their most vulnerable stages in their life. And truly, I love what I do. But I, to be honest, you know, there came a time and a point where I started to ask myself, is this enough for the future I'm praying for? And being an immigrant here in the US, moving here in 2020, braving that year to move here to the US, as a nurse, a mom, and now, you know, a grandma, I started thinking differently. And because of long shifts, missing important moments, and all that, and quietly wondering if retirement would really be secure, not just for me, but for my family. And so my why, you know, as we talk about, and you've heard so many reasons, our whys, and the why most people hesitate to start. My why is simple. It's simple, but it's deep. I want more time with family. I want to say yes to moments that, you know, that matter, like being present for my grandchildren. I want to build something that gives us options and not just obligations. And I want to help others, other nurses like myself and hardworking parents do the same, because I know I'm not the only one who has felt this way. And you've heard how each and every one of us have our feelings and how we started this business with all these doubts and all these fears. And so, I don't quit nursing, but I made a decision to build something alongside it. And sometimes, it's something flexible, something I could grow at my own, pace, and something that I could support, that could support my life and the things that I truly value. And that decision didn't come easily, truly didn't. Because just like many people watching tonight, many of you watching tonight, I hesitated. I truly hesitated. I knew this business was working. I knew everything about this business, but I hesitated. And why most people hesitate, and because so many have talked about doubts and fears, mine was more, I can be honest here, most people don't hesitate because they're lazy. They hesitate because they are just human. You are just as human as I am. And this is a big one, a lack of clarity. I will just share on lack of clarity because, let's be real here. Most of us, were never taught how to build a business. Unless you're born into a family of business owners. We were taught how to work hard, how to show up for our jobs, and how to take care of others, but not how to create something that that I own, or something that you own. And sometimes it's really not the fear that stops people, it's confusion. I can say that it's more like it's confusion. Where do I ever start? These are the questions that we ask ourselves. What does this actually look like? Do I need experience? Do I need to be tech savvy? And you've heard that over and over. And what if I do it wrong? Because it is totally a new skill to learn for me. I was never active on the online space, and something in me something that nudged in me, gave me that strong desire to really dive deep into this business. And, as nurses, as parents, as immigrants, we want something clear, right? Something guided, something that makes sense for our real life, our struggles. And that's what I was looking for too. And then I found out that this is not hype. You've talked about, you've heard about other business owners talk about the experiences with other business. This is my first business I've ever started. And so it is not a hype. This business is not a hype. There's no pressure in here. It's not a get rich quick. And that is the thing that I was looking for. Something that is genuine, that will work for me and take care of me. And so just a simple step-by-step way to start. And when I finally found, when I finally found this system that gave me that clarity, the training, the mentorship, and a clear path to follow, that's when things started to shift. That's when I gained that confidence to show up here. That's when I was able to share with clarity. That's where I had the confidence to share with others who are interested. And so here's the thing. So if you're ever, if you ever felt stuck, not because you don't want more, not because you just don't know where to go, you're not alone. I was there too. We were there too. And maybe, just maybe, you don't need more motivation. You just need clarity, just like myself. Because you know what? Sometimes one clear step is all that it takes to change everything. I'll say this again, because sometimes one clear step is all that it takes to change everything. Thank you again, and you have a blessed weekend.
Hi, everyone. Say good things only. Greetings from Papua New Guinea, wherever you're watching from or tuning from. It's a very good afternoon here. It's about to rain, but all good. The weather seems to be good this afternoon. So, global success. This is one of our sessions where we come and we share with you some of our stories. First of all, my name is Lucy. I'm from Papua New Guinea, a mother of 3 and a grandma to 1. Why most people hesitate, our topic is why most people hesitate to start this online journey. I'll share from my experience when I started. I want to start, but I'm not ready yet. That's some of the doubts or some of the thoughts that come into our mind. But for me, I'll share with you 3 things that held me back from starting. The biggest factor was finance. I had finance, but I was like hesitant, thinking, will I invest this into something like, you're having all these thoughts, finance, and then if you invest your savings, would you trust this system, or you're going into this? Because we all knew when we started, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. You can say it was like a risky business. And for online, we know that there's like scammers and all that come. So like you are trying to be protective over yourself and your finance. So the one thing that held me back was finance, and the other was trust. Would be trust. Is this online business genuine for me? If I joined, will it work for me? And the third one is self-belief, like my self-belief. Can I be able to do this business? Will I be able to do this business? But anyway, because of the hunger for change, I wanted to see change. I saw others doing it, watched the videos and that. So I said, okay, if this can work for them, why not it not work for me? So if you don't take action, how would you know what's happening on the other side? So I had to take that leap of faith, take action, and see what was on the other side. That's when I paid and I registered and got to know this business. So, and if you're having doubt that how will I do this, self-doubt, will there be people, or will there be training? Will there be people to guide me? Yes, in this business, there's training provided. There's video-based training where you do step-by-step. There's a mentor to guide you. There's coach. There's global community. And there's groups like this one here we're watching. This is just one of them. You're seeing us on, but there's many. And we share everything we know with each other. And that's how we learn and we grow in this business. So if you're thinking twice, there's training provided. There's people there, whoever you sign up under or you come under, they'll be there to guide you on your online journey. But it all goes back to you and starts with you. When will you take that step? When will you take that action? As they say, take that action, take that step. Action speaks louder than words. So you take the first step and the rest will fall in line. It's also biblical. So whatever self-doubt you have, we are here. There's others that shared their stories. So what's holding you back? If you really want change for yourself, you take that step of faith and come and join us. So you can sign up to any of us, our website here, and then you can go from there. We'd be happy to guide you along your online journey. So with that, I would like to say thank you and God bless to you all, and I'll see you on the winning side.